Okay, my name is Peter Lane. I'm the Director of Development for the Delta Chi Educational Foundation, and I am honored to be sitting here with one of my good friends and just a mighty guy in Delta Chi, Mike Carroll of the Auburn chapter, 1971. Mike is an OWC Honoree. He's a past AA for the Delta Chi fraternity. And he is a board member for the Delta Chi Educational Foundation and has been for several years. So, Mike, thank you for sitting down to talk with me a little bit here.
Good to be with you.
I think it'll be exciting for our members to hear a little bit about your story. So if you don't mind, start out telling us, why did you join Delta Chi, and maybe who is the guy that got you to join, and what was that story like?
Well, first I went to Auburn as a sophomore. And the first year I was there, my experience with fraternities was neighbors that were over cleaning showers with toothbrushes, the grout, and I didn't think fraternity was for me. So I didn't do anything that year. And the next year at Auburn, I had some guys from home that invited me to the Delta Chi house. And there was a guy, Bruce Williams, and I, that they were rushing. And they take us to dinner and invite us over to the house. And I kind of got the idea that they really wanted Bruce because Bruce was quite the basketball player. But Bruce was reluctant to join, so they took us out one night to a place called the Supper Club. And we had a little libation, and we got back to the house, and they got us in a room and said, why don't you guys, we want to give you a bid, and we'd like to see you guys join the chapter. And Bruce started, well, I can't do that, I can't afford it. I said, the hell you can't, Bruce, your dad bought your house to live in when you're down here. So I guess the rest is history. We joined, and we never looked back. Bruce is a retired judge in Huntsville, Alabama.
Wow.
And in fact, another judge, Billy Bell, was in class in Delta Chi with us, and he's retired as well. And one good thing, once a year we all meet at Orange Beach for an away game, for Auburn away game.
Really?
And gather at a condo in the club room. And there's probably 30, 35 guys and their brides or better halves that come to this event. And we look forward to it every year. We've done it for 15 years now.
Wow, that's
so
great.
The greatest thing about the fraternity is it continues to give, and it continues to keep this. We have an opportunity to keep these relationships alive.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for sharing some of that. Just real quick, what was campus life like? What was life like in the 1960s, late 60s, 70s when you joined? I mean, paint a picture a little bit, if you will, of what that was like for someone that may be watching this. It's 2020 right now.
Well, it's entirely different than it is today. It was. I guess in relationship it's not, but it was a hell of a lot cheaper. I can't believe that they're paying $3,000 for a room for the semester, and we paid something like $160 for the quarter.
Wow.
And tuition was $210 a quarter.
Oh,
but
my
things
goodness.
have changed. I mean, gas was 25, 30 cents a gallon in those days.
Wow.
But we had a lot of fun. We didn't have a lot of money, but we had a lot of fun.
That's great. So tell me a little bit about why you've stayed involved and have stayed engaged. I mean, you've done a lot of different things in Delta Chi. You've been a volunteer at the local level, the international level. You've got interfraternal connections through all of the things that you've done. What's kept you engaged at every stage of your life?
Well, I think it's partly the relationships that were developed back then, and a couple important ones were Paul Bowman. We'd never seen a leadership consultant before, and they said one was coming to the house. And so they said, well, Mike, you have to look after him because he'll probably get us in trouble. Because my job every Sunday was to keep Mom from quitting. So I remember Paul walking up the walk to the house and thought, what are we going to do with him? But it was a great experience. We became great friends then. I went up to Ohio to his wedding when he got married. He came down to Atlanta for mine. And he retired at the convention in New Orleans in 1973 from staff. And we've been friends ever since, and he's going to be here tonight.
Yeah.
But another key figure in my involvement was Gary Monk. Gary was involved with the chapter and, of course, looked after us, and he told me, you're going to come to the convention in 1973. And I thought, I'm working, Gary. I don't know that I can come to a convention. I was out of school. I graduated in 71. He said, no, you need to come, and you need to bring a couple of guys down. So when Gary asked you to do something, you didn't say no. So I did that, and I went to convention, and our fraternity was much bigger than my chapter, although I had visited other chapters. We used to go to games at Georgia. We used to go up to Jack State, Troy State, Alabama. And the convention was an eye-opening experience to what Delta Chi can really offer us. The friends that I made there, I stay in touch with, and convention to this day is like a reunion where we get together and renew and maintain these friendships. So
absolutely.
It's a real blessing.
Well, good. Well, thank you very much for all of your leadership over the years and your friendship. You've always struck me as the type that was very approachable, cared greatly about the undergraduate experience. And, you know, for someone of your stature that's done as many things as you've done, you've always remained humble, and it's wonderful. And so thank you for your friendship and that leadership by example. Now, Mike, tell us a little bit about some of the things that you're excited about going forward in Delta Chi.
Well, we live in challenging times, but when have we not? I think the exciting thing is the potential that Delta Chi has, or fraternity the Greek system has, for young men, our leaders of tomorrow. And as I look at my chapters, of course, you know, that's where my heart is. But I've had the privilege of being with many chapters and meeting guys from all over the country. And every once in a while, you run into a diamond in the rough. And you see these guys with true potential and talent, and all you have to do is encourage them and help them believe in themselves. And hopefully the chapter brings out the best in our members. And that's the role of Delta Chi, is bringing out the best in everyone. So it's an opportunity that not everyone avails himself to, but so many do. And I'm excited about the future for the Greek system. I'm excited about Delta Chi's future. I'm excited about the foundation, the work we're doing, and the leadership the fraternity is providing. So we have lots of opportunity ahead of us.
Well, thank you very much. Really appreciate you taking the time to sit down and talk with us. Is there anything you would like to say in closing?
Well, I'd like to say an important thing that all of us in this on the foundation board and in this room know or believe in is giving back. And I think we all need to look back on those times of our lives that gave more to us than we really ever anticipated, and be willing to give a little bit back and share that experience and help nurture it and bring it along, and take an interest in the young men at our chapters and help them believe in themselves and what their potential is.
Absolutely. Well said. Well, thank you very much.
All right. Thank you.